Welcome to another episode of Darth Bandit's Sith Academy, and today we're going to discuss territory wars, as we have one coming up today. Now, there are certain teams to use specifically on offense and defense, and I want to cover that with you today. Now, as you'll notice, they've got a lot of bug squads. The first point I'm going to cover is the importance of a Jawa squad. And the Jawa squad is integral due to Jawa scavengers' ability called Line in the Sand. Set up our Jawas with Chief Nebbit as the lead. And Line in the Sand is at the end of each turn, if a Jawa ally has damaged or was damaged by an attack that turn, Jawa Scavenger has an 80% chance to inflict 2 thermal detonators for 2 turns on each enemy that use an ability during that turn. This effect occurs for each time a Jawa ally was damaged by an attack that turn. Once you put the battle on, the Geonosians are like Antifa after a President Trump tweet. They just go absolutely wild with absolute disregard for consequences, as you'll see. And here we go, starting it off. And the thermal detonators are starting to stack. As you can see, the Geonosians are just going one after another, after another. Now, when you're attacking them, do not use anything that will stun them. They are going to start popping off. Pop, pop, pop. There we go. So Jawas are an integral part of any offense because they're easy to gear, they're easy to mod, they take care of bug squads, which are always on TW defenses, which they really shouldn't be. Now, the next battle we're going to do is another lesson I want to point out, which is the bonus of farming a Galactic Legends, which breed residual squads. And in this case, we're going to do Imperial Troopers on an Old Republic team. Now, for newer players, team synergy is integral in most wins. As you'll see, Imperial Troopers work extremely well together, and the reason why this team looks so mismatched against the Old Republic team is I don't have any Zetas really on the squad. Admiral Piet is not Zetaed all the way, but they work so well together in unison that they were the perfect squad to take out this Old Republic squad. And we'll finish off with Zoldar here shortly, or Zalbar. Another team I see oftentimes on defense is the Sith Triumverate, which consists of Darth Traya, Darth Nihilus, Darth Sion, and 2 other Sith. And you really should save them for offense. Traya's lead is perfect for bugs and any other team that consistently attacks out of order or calls assistance. And we'll go over that here momentarily. So you get your Triumvirate down here. I always put Marauder in here. Marauder does a lot of damage. And I will use Sidious in this as well. And Sidious is a residual of farming Galactic Legends Sith Eternal Emperor. And he's a perfect match for this. Considering Geonosians do not like AoE attacks. So Darth Traya's lead is what's going to destroy the bugs. And Sith allies have a 40% critical avoidance and 40% potency. When a debuffed enemy takes damage, all Sith allies recover 10% health. When an enemy uses an ability outside of their turn, they take damage equal to 35% of their max health. This damage can't defeat enemies. When an enemy gains a buff outside of their turn, they lose 50% offense till the end of the turn. And that is absolutely perfect for battling, a larger bug squad that might be relic. And here we go. We're going to start off with Scion's AoE. And as you see, every time they attack out of turn, they lose a significant portion of their health. Now we have a few of them starting to dip into the yellow, which is, perfectly fine. This is exactly what we want. And now we just clean up the mess. Now, you saw a couple of battles, or a few battles, which look like easy wins. And I want you to max out as many banners as possible on offense when you can. But the reality is, you're not going to win every battle. There will be teams that look much better on paper, and then you'll get your ass handed to you. And that's just life. You're not going to be able to win every battle. Now, I saw this Empire team, and I was salivating because they weren't relicked. On paper, they looked a lot easier than they actually were. And I felt that my CLS squad with Commander Luke Skywalker in the lead, Ahsoka Tano, Fulcrum, with Chewie and Han, and R2-D2 would be able to easily take out this Empire team led by Emperor Palpatine. Now, typically this CLS squad has great synergy, awesome attacks, very powerful. They take out teams very quickly. And unfortunately, that just wasn't the case in this battle. And I got my ass handed to me. Now, if you're going through a battle and you know you're going to lose, you have a bunch of options available. You can retreat out of the battle and reset their turn meters. So it's going to show that they've already been through a battle, but they're not going to sustain any damage or turn meter. I'm looking at this currently, and I'm hoping that I can get at least Emperor Palpatine down at this point, because I know I'm overmatched, but if I can get Palpatine down, perhaps that will put me in a good position to clean up my own mess. And I'll go over that point here shortly. I feel it's beneficial for me to share my mistakes as well as my successes so that you guys can learn from that as well. Because it's not all unicorns and rainbows. Okay, so we took out Emperor Palpatine. So far, mission accomplished. But now I left a preloaded turn, or a preloaded team, for my guild. And be good to your guild, and don't leave messes. Clean up your own messes. So the moral of the story is finish off what you started. It's not up to your guild to clean up preloaded turn meter teams left. So if you have to put on a team that's much better to clean up your mess, then so be it, and chalk it up to lessons learned. In this case, I used the 501st, which has 2 5-star characters and a lot less Zetas. But their synergy works to the point where they make easy work of this Empire squad. And I was able to finish them off for my guild, take the 15 banners instead of 20, and work it out. So I hope you learned something new, and to receive more content as it comes out, hit the like and subscribe. And all my apprentices, good luck.